when the on-air sign goes. There we are. Hey, everybody, I'm Shane. I'm here with Curtis Grimes. How are you doing, Curtis?
Good. How's it going, man?
I apparently have a fan club.
Lots of fans.
Yeah. Well, you had
Regulars.
you had more than I did. So yeah, they stick around to watch this for some reason. I don't know.
Heck will you?
Yeah, basically. That's it. And then I get all the critiques afterwards. So I usually start these off by talking about us and you and the venue, and this is your first time.
It
here.
is. Yes, sir.
So I've been here a long time. I don't recognize you, but you know.
It's the first time, and it's awesome. I appreciate you having me.
Well, we enjoyed it. Where have you played in Houston previously?
Oh man, so we started off playing at Firehouse.
Oh, that's gone.
And just kind of anywhere they have us since.
Right.
So this is the first time here.
I think Firehouses, they tore it. Is it torn down?
It burned down, didn't
it? It burned down.
Ironically, yeah. I mean,
owned by firemen and burned down.
Right.
Well, you know, they know how to do the arson correctly. I'm just kidding. I don't think that's what happened. I shouldn't even say stuff like that. No. So you were a baseball guy before.
I was. That's kind of what consumed most of my childhood.
Yeah.
Didn't grow up doing the music stuff. I mean, I was a fan, of course. Listened to Alan Jackson, George Strait, 90s country on the radio, and but never sang in front of people. Never had a desire to play the guitar. Just baseball. And then my freshman year, I got a scholarship to Centenary, Shreveport, Louisiana. And my roommate had a guitar, so he'd leave it laying around the dorm room. So I started messing with it, and I just kind of got into the whole Texas country. I discovered it, if you will.
Right.
This was before I got a lot of radio play.
Right.
And so I started off playing those Randy Rogers and Wade Bowen, Eli Young band songs, and that kind of is where it started.
Okay. So if you could have been Roger Clements or George Strait, who you want to be?
Ooh, Nolan Ryan was my
Nolan
guy.
Ryan, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to? You would have was baseball like
for sure. Oh,
okay.
Still to this day.
So how you feeling at the
if I
strike?
could pick between Nolan Ryan and George Strait, Nolan Ryan.
How are you feeling about the strike being over today?
I think the whole thing's silly, personally.
Yeah, I do too.
But yeah, I guess it's always good when they finally get back to playing ball.
How you feel about the Astros? Answer this one carefully.
I like the Astros.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Speaking of Nolan Ryan, see, that's a neutral answer.
He's asking.
He's both.
He's asking Astros or Rangers.
I grew up 2 hours east of Dallas, so I was a Rangers fan by default, and that was when it's okay. Nolan Ryan's my guy. I want to be Nolan Ryan. So at the time he was at Texas. Yeah.
All right, we'll pass the baseball before it gets ugly. So I'll get into these little questions I asked. What was the first record you purchased with your own money?
So it was a tape. The first
Yeah,
is Garth Brooks. With my money, with my own money.
With your own,
Garth Brooks, the one with the red and white checkered looking thing. That was the first thing that I purchased with my money. Junior high.
Too?
I did not buy Chris Gaines. That's where my ride ended with the Garth Brooks train.
So what was your first concert?
Man, this is funny. The first big legit it would have been a Texas country concert. I think Kevin Fowler. But the first big full-blown production concert was I opened for Kenny Chesney.
Really?
Literally been playing guitar for 3 years. Won a radio contest in Austin, and the winner opened for Kenny Chesney. So it was one thing. I'm playing in front of 30 of my friends on 6th Street at a bar. And then we won this contest, and we're in front of 16,000 people at the Irwin Center.
Oh, nice.
And I just remember, it's so surreal. So it just happens fast, and it's over with, right? But I just remember being up there and being like, I wasn't convinced I was going to do music at the time. Baseball was over, so I was like, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Right.
But I was like, if I pursue my music as a career, I would spend my entire career trying to get back on this stage. Exactly. And I got a taste of it,
right off the bat.
Right off, yeah. So that was pretty wild.
You'll get back there. Well, not the Irwin Center. I think this is the last year, unless you do that pretty quickly.
Right? Yeah, I
think
don't
you're
know.
tearing it down. So I like to ask the singer-songwriters this question. What's your favorite guitar riff?
My favorite guitar riff.
Do you have a favorite guitar riff?
I
sticks with you?
don't know if I could pick a favorite one, but all those 90s country or your traditional countries, your Whitleys, your Vernie, all those are just... If I want, those shows they have, and they play 3 seconds of the song.
Absolutely.
I could crush one of those if it was 90s country or traditional.
Yeah, I have that. There's a little app that you can play on your phone. It's called like One Hit. I don't know, but it does that. It'll play like 5
Little
seconds.
bit? Okay. Yeah, I could
I
do
can't
good
get
in-
some of them, but I can
Only
get most
that
of 'em.
genre, but
Yeah,
yeah.
just that genre.
Yes, sir.
So if you had to, they come to you and are like, we're going to make a Texas music Mount Rushmore. Who personally are you putting on it?
So I would have to go with Pat Green, just
Okay.
because of my generation. He's kind of like was the guy. Then for me, it would be probably you'd have to go back. You'd have to put like a Jerry Jeff or
Okay.
somebody like that.
It could be it's your Rushmore. So
For my introduction, we'll say just my introduction to Texas country was Randy Rogers.
okay.
That was the first one that I was like, man. I always liked Eli Young. And then,
Okay.
now there's Houston guys. I always tell this story. We got to open for them
Eli Young.
a decent amount of times before they just skyrocketed. And we opened for them in Lubbock right before Crazy Girl. So they were big in Texas, kind of had a lot of steam rolling and getting that way. And they are so cool. We played with them like so much to the point. It was a midnight rodeo. After the show, I was hanging out at the bar. Mike came up, sat down. He started hanging out, and then he was like, "I'll pay for all the guys' stuff for tonight." And like that was cool for me, right?
Right.
One of the guys I kind of looked up to
Right.
was backroading to his music before the music was a thing for me. And then we go outside, and he starts loading the trailer with us, like pushing the trailer up. Then we get done, and he came on the bus, and he's like, "Y'all come hang out on the bus." So we go hang out on the bus. And he's like, "What do y'all want to drink?" He's making everybody drinks. And so like that was just awesome for me,
Nice,
right?
okay.
Like they're big, pretty big act, and he was just like above and beyond. Little
Nice.
opener didn't mean nothing to him. He got nothing from it. 2 years later, we played for him. We played with them at Nutty Brown. This is after they were won Song of the Year, all this stuff. And I still had his number. So I texted him, "Hey, Mike, thanks for, just, hey, Curtis, what's up, man? Blah, blah, blah."
Oh,
Just
that's nice.
same,
You
didn't
remember?
miss a beat.
Wow.
Same dude, post all the success in Nashville mainstream as before. So, he's
up there.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
I don't know. How many is that? 3 or 4? I don't know. I always liked, let's see. It's hard to pick a favorite, right?
Yeah, I pick a Willie
There's like
up
a
there.
blob. Willie? Willie would, yeah. Willie's
But
a,
it's your
he's,
mountain.
he would definitely be one of those long time guys.
So I got the big question I ask is, what was quarantine watching? We're not quarantined. What are you Netflix and Hulu and y'all watch a lot of Encanto?
Man, not really. We don't
No.
really watch much. The last series I watched was The Chosen.
Chosen.
I heard bunch of my friends were, "Have you seen it? Have you seen it?" I was like, "I don't really watch shows." They're like, "You should watch it." So yeah, we finally broke down and watched it, and that one was, I like that a lot.
Okay. So to end this little interview, I got some either wars. Just
Okay.
because you say you like one does not mean you don't like
All
the
right.
other one. It's just your opinion.
Okay.
And you can pass if you want. A lot of people pass. Jim Lauderdale passed on a lot of them. Just didn't want to answer.
Didn't-
But he probably
didn't want-
knows half these people.
Didn't
so.
want to, didn't want to.
It's like personal friends. First one's the universal: Beatles or Stones.
And I'm impartial. If I had to pick one, I'd say the Stones, just because
Okay.
the Beatles are a little too mellow for me.
Dolly or Aretha?
Ooh, I always thought it'd be cool to do a duet with Dolly. Just because I guess it's an option. It's on the
It's
table.
still- yeah, it is an
it's
option.
still available. So we'll go with Dolly.
Well, there is holograms now. that
Yeah,
you
right.
can-
right.
Elvis or Sinatra?
Elvis. I just thought he was cool, man. I didn't realize he started off doing the same little circuit that we've done before early on. So that was cool to find out.
Okay. So Elvis, Willie or Johnny?
Probably
Careful.
Willie as a songwriter, Johnny Cash as an artist.
Okay. Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael.
Thank you. Lady Gaga or Madonna?
Neither. Can I
Neither.
say
You can say neither. A lot of people say neither.
Neither.
You could say neither. Soundgarden or Pearl Jam?
I was tough. I put them about the same. So you say Pearl Jam, so I'll say Soundgarden. That way everybody gets a vote. Yeah, I'm impartial. We'll even the scale.
Metallica or Sabbath?
Metallica.
Thank you. All right, Van Halen or Zeppelin?
That's yeah. So okay, you say Zip, I'll say Van Halen. Is it even talking about riff? Both those are cool riffs.
They're
though.
just they're
talking about the riff thing.
They're just questions.
That'd be
Everybody's
tough.
getting upset with me.
That's a hard yeah.
Curtis is innocent. Y'all can put it. Y'all can throw it at me. NWA or Beastie Boys?
I might say NWA. I might have to go with
All right. Billie Eilish or Adele?
Adele.
All right. I think that's a toss-up for me. So the last one, actually, you got an artist participation one. Y'all bugged me about it. Y'all got one right now? Martin or Gibson?
Gibson, because I like the low end. I'm not gonna rip any crazy solos. So if I was, I'd probably go with the Martin. I'm just strumming deep drop D chords, so Gibson fills out the room for me.
All right, I got one more question for you. John Prine or Bob Dylan?
Prime.
All right, everybody picks Prine. That's all I got. That's
Do what? Short answer would be Aaron Watson.
The question was band or individual that changed your direction in life.
Short answer would be Aaron Watson, just because he was kind of like the guy that I talked to. That was his brand and where he was going with it too. So
All right, Curtis.
appreciate him a lot.
That's all I got for you. That's all we got for you.
Thank y'all.
We're good.
Thank y'all for not ripping us too much.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it.